If there is one essential item in every man's toolbox, it's undoubtedly this versatile blue can. People call it all sorts of names: magic oil, miracle spray, and of course the famous WD-40. Its uses are practically endless, from fixing rockets to fine-tuning a watch mechanism. WD-40 can handle it all. In fact, the official WD-40 website lists over 2,000 different uses. In everyday life, it comes to the rescue when a car window gets stuck, a chain rusts, a lock jams, or when kids decide to redecorate the walls with their drawings. Basically, WD-40 doesn't have unsolvable problems, just problems that haven't been discovered yet. Some people have even used it for things you would never expect, like spraying it on their shoes after stepping in dog mess, coating a snow shovel to keep the snow from sticking, or removing gum from hair. And the crazy part, it actually works. This led to someone even making a meme-style instruction guide on how to properly use WD-40. In brief, if something that's supposed to move stops moving, just use WD-40. That's why it's a favorite among handymen and DIY enthusiasts. And if any women are watching this video, here is a tip. If you don't know what to gift a man, get him a can of WD-40. You can't go wrong. It's way more useful than socks or shaving foam. WD-40 is both a compliment to his handyman skills and a nod to his importance. Plus, thanks to its signature formula, the smell of WD-40 has practically become a form of aromatherapy for men. By now, you are probably wondering, what exactly is this stuff? Well, at its core, WD-40 is just a lubricant, lovingly called America's Miracle Oil by its fans. And when people say it can be used for everything from fixing rockets to repairing watches, they are not joking. WD-40 has a well-documented origin story. It's said that it was originally developed to remove contaminants and protect intercontinental Atlas missiles from rust. These missiles belong to Convair, a subsidiary of General Dynamics. The story begins in January 1951, when Convair, which was working on the Atlas missile project, urgently needed a hydrophobic chemical formula to prevent corrosion on the missile's outer shell. They turned to the RCC, Rocket Chemical Company, to solve the problem. RCC engineer Norman Larsen began working on a solution in a small laboratory in San Diego. Eventually, on the 40th attempt, he found the perfect formula. Since his notes referred to the mixture as water displacement and success came on the 40th experiment, the product was named Water Displacement 40's Formula, WD-40 for short. Although this story is widely known, it's not entirely accurate. WD-40 was never patented, and to this day it's unclear which RCC engineer actually invented it. Even the official WD-40 website doesn't credit a specific creator. However, what is certain is that WD-40 was developed at RCC to protect Atlas missiles from rust, and the 40's formula was the one that made it to production. After WD-40 was successfully created on an industrial scale, it was initially sold to Convair for missile maintenance. But according to records from the San Diego Labor Union, RCC President Norman Larsen saw enormous potential in WD-40, realizing that its true commercial value would only be unlocked through mass market sales. In 1958, Larsen packaged WD-40 into aerosol cans and started selling it in San Diego stores. It quickly became popular among locals. But two major events turned it into a nationwide sensation. The first was in 1961, when a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico caused massive flooding. To restore damaged vehicles and equipment, the US government ordered an entire truckload of WD-40 from RCC. The second was in 1965, when the US ramped up its involvement in the Vietnam War. The military urgently purchased large quantities of WD-40 to protect weapons from jungle humidity. Soon, even major airlines like Delta Airlines and United Airlines were using WD-40 to maintain aircraft components on DC-8s and Boeing 720s. By 1969, WD-40 had gone international, becoming a go-to product for British farmers and mechanics. What is interesting is that for a long time, WD-40 remained RCC's the only successful product, which became a bit of an awkward situation for the company's leadership. After all, it was called Rocket Chemical Company, yet over 90% of its revenue came from a simple lubricant. Eventually, the executives made a logical decision. Since WD-40 is selling so well, let's just rename the company after it. And so, in 1969, RCC officially became WD-40 Company. While renaming the company might seem amusing, it was actually a brilliant decision. After all, this one product was enough to sustain the company for a lifetime. Just 4 years after the rebranding, WD-40 Company went public on the New York Stock Exchange. And on its very first trading day, its stock price surged by 61%. By 1991, WD-40's annual sales had exceeded $1 billion, and the company ranked among the top 10 most profitable businesses on the Nasdaq. Of course, for massive corporations, that might not seem like an astronomical figure, but keep in mind, WD-40 Company has only one product. Selling a few dollar item and turning it into a business worth hundreds of millions is a testament to its incredible popularity. You would think that such a successful industrial product would have spawned countless competitors and counterfeits. And indeed, in the 1980s, many copycats emerged. Some companies even imitated WD-40's signature blue and yellow packaging, but every knockoff fell short of the original. The reason is simple. WD-40's formula is a closely guarded secret. It has never been patented or publicly disclosed, and the original recipe is stored in a bank vault. To maintain the mystery, the company has even staged public events. In 2018, WD-40 officially announced that on September 12th, their president and CEO, Gary Ridge, left the company's San Diego headquarters under escort by the security firm Brinks. Along with him was a briefcase containing the secret formula, which was transported under heavy security to a bank. This might just be a clever marketing stunt, similar to the legendary secrecy surrounding Coca-Cola's recipe. But the actual composition of WD-40 remains a topic of debate. Some users have analyzed the material safety data sheet that WD-40 publishes for the US market and concluded that the formula consists of 50% of white spirit, a highly flammable solvent, 25% liquefied petroleum gas, 15% mineral oil, and 10% unidentified inert ingredients. In the European Union, WD-40 also discloses its composition only to meet safety regulations, from 60 to 80% hydrotreated oil and from 1 to 5% carbon dioxide. However, this isn't the full formula, just the legally required disclosed ingredients. Because of this secrecy, the internet is full of versions about WD-40's composition. Some people claim it contains fish oil, while others have jokingly suggested that it includes otter sperm. But in reality, with modern technology, analyzing WD-40's formula wouldn't be difficult. Most likely, the company is just using the same marketing trick as Coca-Cola, intentionally creating an aura of mystery around its product. This strategy is also evident in how WD-40 is marketed. The company boasts that it has over 2,000 uses, from household tasks to aviation. However, the instructions remain vague, encouraging users to discover new uses on their own. WD-40 Company actively supports this marketing approach, but despite its success, relying on a single product is a risky strategy. The company's first attempt at diversification came in 1999, when they realized that customers using WD-40 often worked with tools and got their hands covered in grease. That year, WD-40 acquired Lava, a brand known for its heavy-duty hand cleaners. After acquiring Lava in 1999, WD-40 quickly ran out of new product ideas, so they focused on improving their core lubricant by tweaking the packaging, sizes, and spray mechanisms. For instance, they introduced a 127mm extendable straw, allowing users to spray into hard-to-reach areas. In 2005, they launched the Smart Straw, a fixed foldable spray nozzle that replaced the old detachable straw, which many users complained was too easy to lose. Around the same time, they released Big Blast, a larger can with a wide spray for covering big surfaces quickly. From 1999 to 2010, WD-40 Company made only minor inventions, but essentially continued selling the same product. Around 2011, the company finally embraced real innovation and introduced the WD-40 Specialist line, formulas designed for specific tasks rather than being purely multi-purpose. For example, while many had used WD-40 to fix drifting joysticks on controllers, the company later developed a specialized electronics cleaner that wouldn't damage plastic parts. In 2012, WD-40 even launched a subsidiary brand, WD-40 Bike, focused on bicycle maintenance products. They even released a limited edition bicycle featuring the WD-40 logo. According to incomplete data, WD-40 now offers at least 6 major product lines with over 30 different variations. From removing gum from carpets to servicing aircraft, WD-40 always finds a use. And finally, a word of caution. Don't spray WD-40 just anywhere, especially on your brake pads. Sure, it'll stop the squeaking and rust, but it will also stop the braking itself. WD-40 is extremely slippery and long-lasting, so stopping your car might become a real challenge. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks once again, and bye.